You are listening to the Pimp Your Brilliance podcast, and this is episode number 31. This episode is brought to you by my brand new coaching program, The Launchpad, and you can check it out by visiting keepchasingthestars.com/launchpad. This program is only open for enrollment through Friday, September 7th. This 8-week coaching experience is all about helping you gain clarity, figuring out your next steps, and beginning to build a profitable business in a supportive and powerful community. So if you've ever thought about working with me one-to-one, I invite you to check out the details and see if it's the right fit for you. Again, you can find details at keepchasingthestars.com/launchpad. Welcome to the Pimp Your Brilliance podcast with Monique Malcolm, a show about creative people leveraging their brilliance to create their own opportunities. I aim to show you what's really possible when you shut down the chorus of fear and lean into your genius zone. You can learn more about this show and subscribe for updates by visiting keepchasingthestars.com/podcast. Welcome to another episode of Pimp Your Brilliance. I'm your host, Monique Malcolm. If this is your first time here, I just want to say, hey girl, hey, or possibly hey boy, hey. That doesn't sound as good, but regardless, thank you for allowing me to be in your earwaves for a little bit. In today's episode, I want to talk about 5 signs you're ready to hire a coach. If you listened to the commercial at the beginning, you will know that I am launching a coaching program, and I felt like this would be a good time to give some insight into how do you actually know if you're ready for a coach? Because sometimes we don't know what we don't know. And this is a common question, and I don't think people always stop to ask it, but there are signs that you're ready to hire someone, you're ready to get some support, and you're ready to experience the benefits of hiring a coach. So if you're on the fence, if you're thinking maybe you need some help, but you're not completely clear, then this is the episode for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. I have 5 signs that you're ready to hire a coach. And of course, take this with your own thoughts and think it through if these things really apply to you. Maybe all of them may apply, maybe a handful of them will apply. So you're going to have to assess for yourself if you think these signs, like the ones that apply to you, actually fit where you are and if this is a good time. But consider the fact that everybody needs a coach at some point. I've had business coaches, I've had mentors, which are not quite like a coach, but my point here is that everybody needs support at some level. And as you grow your business, you will find that you are going to need to hire higher level coaches because there's just going to be some places you can't get to by yourself or you're going to feel uncomfortable. And a coach, their job is to guide you, to help you get from where you are to where you're trying to be. And this is not a coach takes you from point A to a point Z. A good coach is really only trying to get you from point A to point B, or maybe point A to point C. One coach really cannot fit all. They can do a lot and they can help you level up your mindset and get you comfortable and help you gain clarity and be a good sounding board. But a really experienced coach is going to realize that there's a limitation to how far they can take you. And at that point, they drop you off and you do some work and you find a coach that's going to get you to the next point that you're trying to get to. But for right now, I'm focusing on people who are in the early stages of business, or they have ideas that they want to get started, but they don't know how to get started. And there's a lot of work that we need to do, like foundational things, like getting clear on what are you trying to do or what message you're trying to get out there. These are things that a coach can help you figure out. You just have to decide for yourself, like, is the coach that you are potentially thinking about hiring a good fit for where you are? So now that I have said that, let's get into these 5 signs. Sign number 1, you feel like you've gone as far as you can go on your own. And this is an important one because usually you find that you're stuck. You've done as much as you can with the knowledge and skills that you have, but you're still not making traction. You're still not really moving at a pace that you feel like you should be. And you recognize that you need help to get where you're trying to go. And you want the guidance and the experience of a coach. This is a really good thing because a good coach can help you fast track your business growth and dramatically shorten your learning curve. Sometimes we feel like we're not ready to invest in coaches because it's expensive and we don't know if we're going to get a return on our investment. If you're working with an experienced coach, you'll find that your return on investment is often many times greater than the investment that you initially made to work with that coach. So if you're feeling like you don't know how much further you can go with the skills and information experience that you have right now, that is the first sign that you may need to hire a coach. And this segues me into our second sign. You feel ready to make that investment in your business and in yourself. And this one is really, really important. And it's a key, I think one of the most important key indicators that you're ready to hire someone, because you begin to see coaching as an investment and you don't treat it as another expense. And that is a really key point to understand. Hiring a coach requires a commitment. It requires you committing to doing the necessary work and spending the time that you have allotted to working with your coach. It's also a commitment of your hard-earned dollars. And this can be a real challenge, especially when you're new and you're concerned with your business's cash flow. But you also have to think about, this is the cost of leveraging your dreams. And if your dream or your idea is important to you, then of course you want to make any necessary investments that you can and that you can afford. I want to point that out. You want to make investments that you can afford to get to the place that you're trying to get. You'll know that you're ready to hire a coach when the price of your dream is worth every dollar that you're willing to invest in it, but only if you can afford it. So that's point number 2. Number 3, you feel overwhelmed by your business. And I feel like, this is a common one that I hear a lot amongst new creatives, is that they feel really overwhelmed. There's everything they're supposed to be doing. They need to be doing Twitter, and they need to be on Instagram, and they need to be on Snapchat, and they need to be on YouTube, and they need to be writing a blog and a podcast, and insert all of these other things that you need to do in addition to running your business, like creating things to sell or working with clients or shipping products. There's just a lot of hats that you wear as a business owner, especially a brand new one. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, nothing is getting done. You feel like you're stuck in an endless loop of indecision and procrastination and fear. And this puts you in a place where you're bouncing from idea to idea because you aren't actually sticking to anything, and it feels like nothing is working. And chances are, if you're feeling this way, you probably don't have a plan or a really good strategy, which is a part of where this overwhelmed feeling comes, because you're doing all these things in hopes that something sticks and something works, but you're probably not tracking and you're probably not being all that strategic about it. So nothing is working. This again is another good time to think about hiring a coach, because a coach can help you get out of that rut. A coach can help you navigate this space and figure out a plan and a strategy. They can help you figure out where you need to spend more time and where you need to cut back from things. And one of the things that I find really advantageous about working with a coach is that because they have experience, they make a really good sounding board. You can come to your coach and be like, I think I have this idea and I want to try these things. And they can be this outside perspective for you to help you figure out, do you need to invest time and energy into this new shiny idea? Or do you need to spend time doing something else in your business? So if you're feeling overwhelmed, again, this is a good sign that, I don't know if I think is a good sign, but this is a sign that you may want to hire a coach. Sign number 4, you know that you're responsible for your own success. And I want to drop this truth bomb on you. Your coach is not a knight in shining armor coming to rescue you from the ashes of your crumbling business. You are responsible for your coaching outcomes and ultimately your success. Your coach is really just here as a guide. They can give advice, they can point out inefficiencies, they can make suggestions to help you get on track to meet your goals, but a coach is not your savior. They cannot turn your business around for you. You have to do that, and that is your job. You have to take an active role in your coaching relationship. This means you show up to your sessions ready to work, you ask questions, and then you do the work that's required of you. This is not just you relying on your coach to hand you all of the answers. if that's what you're looking for in a coach, it's not going to be a successful relationship. Because hiring a coach does not guarantee you results, but you will get the most of your investment if you take ownership of your own success. And that, I think, I feel like all of these points are important, especially the one about feeling ready to make an investment in your business. But I think that this point is the most important mindset shift that you need to make, is understanding that you are ultimately responsible for your own success. And hiring a coach can get you closer to that success, but it doesn't guarantee you success. And if you understand that and you can handle that, then it's a good sign that you may want to hire a coach. Finally, my last point is that you're ready to commit. Like, you're ready to make this commitment. This feels like a good time to take this on. The timing feels right. You're at a place in your life where you're ready to make this work and you're ready to handle this type of commitment, because it is a lot of work. Depending on the curriculum that your coach has for whatever the program is that you enroll yourself in, or one-on-one coaching or one-to-one coaching that you decide to do, it takes a commitment and you have to be fully ready to take that on. So if you get yourself to a place where it feels good, it feels comfortable, and you know that you can do it and you're going to do the work, then I definitely feel that hiring a coach may be a really good move for you. So those are my 5 signs. And to recap really quickly, it is you feel like you've gone as far as you can go on your own. You feel ready to make an investment in your business. You feel overwhelmed by your business. You know that you are responsible for your success. And then lastly, you're ready to make that type of a commitment. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. And I just want to say before I sign off here, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, the Launchpad is open for enrollment. This is an 8-week coaching experience with me and a small group of creatives. So I'm only opening up spots for 8 people, so that way we can stay in this intimate, connected, focused circle of creativity and support and accountability, which I think is really important when you are starting out and you're newer to the online business space, because it can be very lonely and there's a lot of things that you need to figure out. And it's great to have insight into what other people are feeling challenged by, and also being able to offer that type of feedback. If this is something that you feel like you are interested in, I would love for you to go to keepchasingthestars.com/launchpad to check out more details and figure out if you feel like this is a good fit for you. Also, there is a way for you to book a quick laser clarity session with me if you have questions or you want to get an idea of my coaching style and if you would like to work with me directly. So I hope you do. But I'm excited because I can't wait to jump into seeing some of these business ideas that you guys have and working with you to come up with a plan. Because my favorite thing, the thing that really lights me up inside, is seeing an idea be brought to life. Like, that's the thing that I feel so excited about, is taking an idea and being able to make that into a tangible thing, whether it's a physical product or it shows up in the form of a business. That's what I love. And I would love to help you get unstuck, get out of your own way, shut down the course of fear, and take action on building a profitable, creative business. If any of what I said resonated with you, definitely go check out the details and schedule a call if you have questions or concerns about how this is going to work for you. But that's it for this week. I will see you guys next week with another interview. Until then, go out there and pimp your brilliance.